let me drink this water. Let's see, I've been making little, use this water and fill up my little cup. Oop. And I have this brush. I have this brush, but I think I'm going to grab a bigger one because that's just not quite big enough. Although I think any brush will do. Let's see what we got. Let's see what brushes we have. I want to make little easy, you know what, let's do this. This will be, we'll kind of cheat. Not really. This is a cheap, this is like a nice brush, right? This is a Princeton, ooh, a fancy one. This one is just a cheap, like, Hobby Lobby brush. I don't know, or Dollar Tree maybe even, I don't know. It's just a cheap brush. It's a rounded brush. And I'm gonna grab, oh, my watercolors. Ba-bum. And let me spray this. So I'm always trying to figure out ways to incorporate like little bits of watercolor into a journal. And one fun way, and this is so easy, is to just make little squares of colors, and then you can cut them out and ink them and put them on things like journaling cards and stuff like that. And I've been doing Edith Holden, and so I'm thinking like greens and browns and maybe just little tiny bits of color. So I don't know. Let's see what colors we have here. That's like a foresty green. Put more water. Yeah, that's like a nice like foresty kind of green. So, you know, just easy little squares like that. And then I don't know what that little piece of eraser or something. I'm going to use more water, less paint on the next one to get kind of a lighter. That is way bigger than the one above it, but who cares? And another one. Okay, and then even more water. Barely any paint, mostly water. Just basically kind of rinse your brush every time. Make these lighter colors. Ta-da! 4 is fine. I should have went in on the top one with just paint. Right. So there's that green. What is this color? Is this like a purple? Yeah, that's a purple. Where's my rag? Okay, get my little towel. Okay, let's see. Browns. I don't know a lot of browns. I have this brown. Is this a brown? Go away, little gnat. He's like, but it's water. Go away. I have this little tiny crack in my window behind my light. I need to have Matthew seal for me. Alright, I'm going to go with straight paint this time. Just paint. Just mostly paint. And we have a brown. But then I'll use this water. Maybe a little tiny bit more water. And again, my second block is way bigger than my last one. But I also think it's kind of charming that they're not all perfect. Of course, if I was being a lot more careful and paying attention, they would be a lot more perfect. But I'm just doing this real quick. Just as a fun little pieces to have that I could cut out and use on journal cards and stuff. It's funny, they get thicker as they go down. That's funny. Whatever. Let's mix this brown with this green. Get like a muddy green. Okay, it's a little more gray, but that's okay. Too much water. That's really light. I think the one on the top is lighter than the one in that one. I'll put a little bit more of a layer on that one. It's fine. It's fine. It doesn't matter. It doesn't need to be perfect. They're just little scrap pieces for cards, for like journal cards and tags and stuff. It's kind of nice that they're a little rough. Yay! So there we go. Done. Just some fun little pieces to have for journaling. Now dry. So I'm just going to cut them out. That is a fun piece to save and use for something. The things we save. Okay, I'm just going to cut these straight down. Ta-da! And then I think I'll use my decollage scissors. They're like those paint things you get at the, you know, the hardware stores. But kind of a little more rustic, I think, because they're just like quickly done by hand. Little color samples or whatever. Can be done on any paper with any brush and any watercolor. Actually, I think it could even be done with acrylic paint. You just like, right as you go down, rinse your brush. Because acrylic paint is water-based. Okay, awesome. Little snippets, those came out really cute. Yay. We'll use this brown one first. Ink it. Ta-da! Lovely.